Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on today's show, this particular machine is getting a fair amount of love all over the old internets for a very good reason, because it's got a cool little backstory and it's going to be making a very rare public appearance in Europe at the Concours of Elegance Automobile Show just outside of Hamilton Court Palace on September 1st through the 3rd. Now, you may already have figured out that this car is an 1896 Benz. Of course, if you're like me, I didn't realize that at all. And it's actually got a pretty famous owner, Walter Arnold. Mr. Arnold was one of the first automobile dealers inside of Europe. And he was somewhat of a tinkerer, where he actually did a modification of this particular machine, making it an 1896 Arnold Benz. Thanks to those modifications and the fact that he's somewhat of a speed demon and a racer, these two vehicles, this vehicle and this owner, working in unison, got the first ever speeding ticket. Now, back in the day, 1890s, speed limit was 2 miles an hour, but Mr. Walter Arnold and the Arnold Benz in January of 1896 were clocked, if you will, doing 13 kilometers an hour, aka 8 miles an hour. Yes, that is breathtaking speed. Now again, the speed limit was 2, and actually, if you were going to drive one of these machines, you actually had to have someone out in front of the vehicle too, waving a red flag for whatever reason that was actually done. Now, because of this little speeding ticket and Mr. Arnold's persistence, there actually was a change in the speed limit coming up in November of 1896. The speed limit was raised to 14, which would put him well within the legal limit. Pretty cool piece of kit, cool backstory. Would love to actually see this car in the flesh. Next up on the list, speaking back to modern day, the top of the tree when it comes to the Chevrolet Corvette division, the ZL1 1LE. Now, obviously, we're anxiously awaiting the Z28, but for now, this is the best thing going when it comes to Chevrolet Camaro. 6.2-liter LT4 supercharged V8, making 650 horsepower and 650 pounds-feet of torque. 0 to 60 comes in just 3.4 seconds with a top speed, or I shouldn't say a top speed, but a quarter mile time of 11.3 at 130 miles an hour. Now, this pricing has been released, which means the release date will hopefully come very soon, as they actually haven't released a release date for this vehicle to reach dealer showrooms as of yet. But it will come in at a starting price of $69,995 US with another $995 for destination fees. Next up on the list, what you're looking at is not Photoshop. What you're looking at is not a bunch of toys in a glass case. What you're looking at is the Autobahn Motors parking garage in Singapore. Yes, this thing is just open, and it is cooler than cool. If you want to jump on over to the Facebook page, you can check out 2 videos that Autobahn Motors actually have put up on the old YouTubes as one of several videos they've got up there, and it is pretty cool. You really get an inside look of what exactly is going on with this deal. Now, basically what this is, because parking is somewhat of a premium in Singapore, and obviously you want to show off your car 24/7 because they do keep this lighted all the time, and it looks super cool day or night. All you have to do is walk up to the bottom 4. I'm assuming you have some sort of a card or some way of identification. Slide that thing in, and in as little as 2 minutes, your supercar will end up on ground floor for you to enjoy. It's really cool. Would love to see this in more cities all over the planet, especially now that we're getting a little bit tighter and tighter on space. So, really cool idea. The folks over Singapore and Autobahn Motors really knocked it out of the park on this thing. It is super, super cool. Last up on the list, now that we got all the fun stuff out of the way, let's get some real business out of the way. Volkswagen settling with the U.S. government on the 3-liter turbo diesel situation, the whole scandal situation with those 3-liter diesels. They settled with the U.S. government for $1.22 billion. Now, this comes in 2 different phrases. If you've got a Gen 2, 2013 through 2016 Volkswagen 3-liter turbo diesel, They do have a fix for this. You can take it right on to your Volkswagen dealership. The fix will be done free of charge, and you will get an extra kickback of cash for your inconvenience that could come with a grand total of $7,039 and all the way up to $16,114 US dollars. Now, sadly, if you have a Gen 1 3-liter diesel, there is no fix for this. So there is one thing that you could do, and that is sell it back to Volkswagen. I'm assuming you're going to get a pretty good little kickback for that as well. There also is another option. You can just keep the car and not get anything done about it, but I'm assuming somebody's going to catch you sooner or later. Of course, I don't know what they're going to do to enforce it, so... The trick is, this is the last little hurdle, I think, for Volkswagen to get over. And Volkswagen's been turning down some pretty good numbers as far as sales are concerned. Maybe they could get out of this thing without having to cannibalize some of their cars underneath the Volkswagen AG umbrella, meaning sell off some of the brands. They've already announced a couple of brands are definitely not for sale. So hopefully they can come out of this, hopefully unscathed, at least learning their lesson. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this edition of Motor Cars Enthusiast. Don't forget to like us over on the Facebook page. Links down in the show notes. Jump over there and check out that Singapore vending machine automobile parking garage. This is pretty dang cool. Don't forget to like us over there. Also, if you'd like to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time and get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.